We said blockchain 35 times in this episode, so this is for you.
What's up, everyone? My name is Indra.
I'm Wesley.
And welcome to our show, What's Up?
You get the bag and fumble it. You get the bag and fumble it. I get the bag and flip it and tumble it. Straight off the lot.
Today, we're gonna find out what's up with blockchain.
Blockchain, a word you've all heard before. It's all over the news, but what is it?
What do you think blockchain is?
I think blockchain is sort of like a platform on which online currencies such as cryptocurrencies and things like that.
The base layer for the internet is recapturing your own identity.
An extremely high level of encryption.
Blockchain tech is a very effective way to manage assets throughout our world.
Well, close. So you've probably heard of Bitcoin, so we'll just start there. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. I can link my bank or my card with an app like Coinbase and buy some right here on the spot. And if I wanted to send some to Indra, I could just scan a code on his phone. It would go straight to him. So why wouldn't I use an app like Venmo or any other money sending app? First of all, Bitcoin is decentralized, and that means that there's no central authority managing the transaction. See, currently, if I wanted to send money to Indra, what I would do is I'd take money and put it into my bank, who manages my money, and my bank would send money to Indra's bank, who manages his money, and then he could take it out and do whatever he wants to with it. But if we use Bitcoin, there's no bank involved. Technically, we're our own banks, and we send money back and forth between each other. But how does that work?
With blockchain, there's a network of people that manages every transaction. Instead of there being a company in the middle, like a bank, that manages those transactions, you have software code. And the software code is run on all these different computers on the same network called nodes. Together, these nodes guarantee that your transactions go through as they happen. See, for every transaction, these nodes all reference something called the public ledger, which is this huge document that contains a record of every transaction that occurs on the network. And everyone on this network has a copy of that public ledger so that they can make sure that every transaction is valid. Say, for example, I wanted to send Wesley Bitcoin. I would send my Bitcoin and give it to Wesley. And that gets recorded on the public ledger. Now, let's just say I try to do something that disagrees with the public ledger. Like if I tried to send money to Wesley, like the same money twice, thereby creating new money. Because everyone has a copy of the original transaction on the public ledger, they won't let me do that and the transaction is blocked. And because this ledger is maintained by such a vast network of nodes, it's tamper-proof. And that's how you achieve a secure network without a middleman.
This is important because it very well might be the next stage of the internet and ownership of assets. While you're watching this video, a file is being sent from a server to your computer and anybody else's computer who may be watching this video at the same time. While that works for content, it doesn't really work well for home ownership, investments, deeds, titles, and stuff like that. With blockchain, we're now able to manage and protect those assets without a middleman.
Blockchain isn't some distant future technology. It's being used right now in a variety of applications, from healthcare to financial services to supply chain. In fact, let's go outside right now to go talk to some local companies using blockchain technology right here in Tech Square. First up is a startup called Verady. They provide a seamless, secure, and fully auditable solution for maintaining secure digital records using blockchain technology. The team has been in the space for years, so let's go hear from them to see how blockchain technology is being applied in the field of financial services.
Verady grew out of our initial startup in the Bitcoin blockchain space. We were at a client and they needed audited financials for various reasons. Their activity was in cryptocurrency. So their auditors came to them and asked for bank statements to verify the cryptocurrency. And obviously with crypto, you are your own bank, so there aren't any bank statements. We were given the opportunity to step in and act as an independent verification service and build a product for the accounting firm that partnered with us.
How do you see the future of blockchain technology?
So there's a lot. I mean, blockchain is getting used for remittance, it's getting used for tracking, it's getting used for deeds, titles, loans, all kinds of things already. Anything that kind of needs to be immutable, that you don't necessarily have a trusted party across, it's bread and butter right now.
So that was pretty helpful. Now let's go hear about blockchain technology being applied in the field of healthcare. We're about to go talk to the CEO of a company called Patientory. They've built an electronic medical record storage network on the blockchain, aiming to revolutionize the healthcare industry. Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, do you have a moment to talk?
Yeah.
Awesome. How did you start the company in the first place?
I was with another healthcare startup that was telemedicine focused, and one of my biggest challenges in leading that department was getting access to patient information. No one really knew, what cryptocurrencies were, and it's based on the premise of secure transfer and transaction base, and I was like, why not bring this to healthcare? It makes sense to marry the two.
Recently, there's been, in case you haven't noticed, there's been this big movement in blockchain and especially cryptocurrencies as of late. Do you know why it happens to just be getting popular right at this moment?
From my observations in the market, we've seen more buy-ins from larger institutions. So, Bitcoin first appeared on the scene in 2008. That was 10 years ago, and it took 10 years for us to actually get to this point.
And that's just a glimpse into the potential of blockchain technology.
There are some really cool projects being worked on in the blockchain space right now, even outside of Tech Square. For example, Wabi is a company in China trying to solve the tampering of baby food. Ripple is a new version of Swift to make interbank transactions instant. Substratum is trying to decentralize the internet and all of your web browsing. I would encourage you to go on the internet and try to look some of these up. This stuff is truly amazing, and it spans far beyond just the Bitcoin and other crypto news that we're seeing on TV right now. So go and check it out.
All right, so that's it for this episode of What's Up. Catch up on the other episodes for more interesting news, events, technology, and trends in Tech Square, Atlanta, and beyond.
You get the bag and fumble it, I get the bag and flip it and tumble it. Straight off the lot, 300 cash, and the car came with a blunt in it.